Well, this is another squat video. So this is one I filmed back when we had the 2-inch drop shackles and the rear block removed, and I just never posted it. There wasn't a huge demand for it, but you know what? I was looking through because I got some videos privated that I never posted. So I got to looking, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna post some stuff. So here it is, what it's like to drive a squatted truck. Jump into what it's actually like to physically drive the truck, let's kind of talk about what it's like to other people to see me driving the truck. So this is my daily driver. I drive it everywhere. I think we can all agree, without coming off as like spiteful or prideful. It's a pretty good looking truck. It's a pretty good looking truck. Whether you like how the suspension is or not, the actual truck is pretty good looking. So the truck's always got somewhat of attention. But I would say once you squat your truck, it gets dramatically more attention. You don't necessarily know that it's good or bad attention, but it's got a lot of people looking. It's kind of like having a straight pipe just clapped out and screaming loud. Everyone's going to be looking at you. Don't know if it's a good thing. Don't know if it's an enjoyable look, but they're still looking at you. I've had multiple people of older age at gas stations and stuff really look the truck over hard, and I do have a bed cover, so in all honesty, they're probably like wondering what I have in the bed. Like I got some super heavy something in the bed under that cover. I don't know. That's just, if you've never heard of a squatted truck or people actually making your truck look like this on purpose, that could be a question that they have. So I guess let's go ahead and talk about what it's like to actually drive this thing compared to how it was before. So a lot of people automatically assume that when you squat your truck, it absolutely ruins it. It doesn't drive well, it doesn't handle well, and in some applications, sure, that's right. You got the 6-inch plus in the front, lowered in the rear. They're sitting like a daggone, I don't know what, but sure, some of those probably can't do much truck stuff. So it's been several weeks that I've had this truck sitting like it currently is, which is pretty laid back. Even if you just level your truck, you don't even necessarily squat it, it just makes the whole experience so much better for it to be sitting flat and not break down like crazy. But then when you go ahead and squat it, you're laying back and it just feels normal. I would say in my old OBS, it felt a little weird because the seats in it were so squishy that you kind of like sunk back into the back of it and were like, it was kind of uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. But in this, that has new seats that are very comfortable and pretty firm, it just feels normal. All right, so let's talk about the big thing that everyone always, oh, you can't see over the hood, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, this one's not crazy. I know I'm going to say that much in this video just to preface, this isn't some super crazy squat. It's just middle ground, whatever. I don't know what you would call it. Visibility, I would say no different than it was before with a 3-inch leveling kit. The pitch of the hood, slightly different, but I still can see as good or as bad as it was. It gives the impression that you are super duper close to things when I know that I'm not. Rear view mirror is, I guess, a little more tricky just because the roof now does come down to where you can't, if you're on a flat road, sure, you can see, but like right now, I'm already almost losing that truck back there. I'm sure y'all can see it. I can almost not see it in my rear view mirror because the roof cuts it off. So acceleration and braking. Acceleration, I don't think it's obviously going to be any different. I would say on windy days, you can actually really feel, especially I guess if you're having a headwind that's blowing straight at you, I can really feel the truck having to push its way through the air. On days that it's not windy like that, I feel like it's no different. So when we talk about handling, that's the one place that I did slightly notice something. So I do drive a lot of kind of back road, 30, 40 mile an hour, tight, turny, hilly kind of crap. And in all reality, it's not super fun to do in this truck. Slower, tighter turns, it's where you can kind of feel, it just kind of feels like the back is, I guess it just feels like it kind of looks, if I'm being honest. Different driving experiences. It's no different if you went from stock to a leveling kit. That's a huge driving difference. And the truck feels completely different from the moment you sit in it to driving it down the road. You have like, it just, if you've ever done anything from stock to something different than stock, it is a big difference. And so when you go from a level-ish truck to a SQATTED truck, same kind of thing. It's just a different driving experience, and there's not really any negatives to it. It's just different. And like I said, with the whole like tight turn, slow stuff where it kind of feels a little weird, you just gotta have to remember, hey, I should probably, you know, not go around this at 45, maybe let me go around it at 40, whatever the case may be. Just, you have to be mindful of what you're driving. But the truck is going to be making a suspension change here briefly, so I wanted to come on here and try to give a little insight to people that have never had a SQATTED truck or never been in one, because I've decided a route to go with the truck that I have never gone before, and probably most of y'all won't even make it to the end of this video to hear this, but the truck's going to be sitting completely different than it has. It's going to be different than, kind of, yeah, I would still say different than I've ever had one set up. Similar to something else that I've had, but probably a little even more extreme than it. So, with that being said, hopefully you did enjoy. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have a SQATTED truck, if you have any negatives, any positives, whatever the case may be. Moderate SQATTED truck here, newer truck. I know, like the OBS, the OBS was SQATTED pretty hard, and it kind of rode like garbage, and I don't know, it felt like it looked kind of similar to this, like, but way more extreme. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoy. This is my SQATTED truck, probably one of the last few videos y'all see with it like this. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I will see y'all in the next one.